Hey guys, what's up? It's another episode of Dynasty Queens. I'm your host, Pamela Nicole, and I've got my beautiful best friend,
Nia J.
Now, today, guys, we have an awesome guest. Her name is Hiko, and she is a bomb artist. So let's go ahead and welcome Hiko to Dynasty Queens. Woo!
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Hiko. Welcome to the show.
Hi. It's actually not to even cut everybody off. It's actually Hiko, but it was cute. It was cute though. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So Hiko, we gotta talk. So I know Hiko is Hiko. I've been saying it wrong this whole time, but Hiko actually is Japanese.
Yes, it is.
Sunlight.
Yes, it is.
So how you came up with your alias?
Okay, so originally the name was Michiko. Michiko was from an animated show with Michiko and Hachin. And then I kind of figured I wanted to dumb it down a little bit to give it my own, my own flavor, my own everything. Because Michiko was actually inspired by the late dead singer Aaliyah. So I didn't want to trailblaze that. So I didn't want to be like, oh, my name was Michiko. And then everybody look it up and then they're like, oh, well, so many critics out there. They have so much to say. So I took out the MI and then I was like, oh, snap. It says Hiko. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with Hiko. And then I happened to look it up and I'm like, okay, it means a lot of stuff that pertains to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to run with it. And that's how basically I came up with my name.
Okay. Very nice. So Hiko, if you could actually give the viewers who are, unfamiliar with your artistry, give them a little bio on, where you came from, how you got your start in the industry, and just a little rundown on, your history thus far and what you're working on.
Okay, well, I'm from West Africa originally. I'm Liberian, West Indian, and German. I could say I've been doing music since I was little, like a little girl. I've been singing, and I actually done talent shows in high school. Did a couple of musical arts events as well in high school. Music to me has always been a way for me to express my passion and express who I am. Music is very dear to me. It's a passion. I'm a Scorpio, by the way, so we're passionate about everything that we do. So when it comes to music, it's like a dramatic, cinematic moment for me, and I'm able to express who I am. I just love music. I love everything about music. I just love to make somebody else feel good or just to make somebody else relate. If I could actually, I know I'm about to sound crazy, but if I could actually do music and touch everybody and not get really paid for $1, then I would do that. That's how passionate I'm about it. I'm not really the type to chase everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be rich. That's why most people are doing it. You know what I mean? I'm doing it because this is what I love to do. This is my drive. This is my passion. This is who I am. This is Hiko at the end of the day. So that's basically it. That's the music rundown about me.
What kind of music did you grow up listening to in West Africa as a small girl?
Oh, well, when I actually came from Africa in the 90s. So it's about to be so crazy. So the music that I actually listened to back then when I was younger, I actually listened to house music. I was listening to I don't even know the art. Yes, I'm all blushing. I don't even know the artist's name. But I always remember listening to house music finally it happened to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's CC Patterson, I think it is. Also, and also She's homeless. So I basically listened to house music when I was in Africa. And then when I came to the States in the early 90s, that's when the R&B started to set in, the SWB, the TLC. You know what I'm saying? That's when the other genres started to get mixed up into what I was taken in as a kid. So, but the first thing was house. That's so crazy that you said that. You made me really notice it even more. So that's the crazy thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Those are some classics, by the way. I think the other is Kim Waters. I think it's Peniston.
Crystal Waters and
Waters.
Real McCoy. was Live and Joy too? Like they were all like
Yes.
hot dance.
Hmm.
Like, woo,
Yes. It
what a
was
time.
all. Yes.
Then
It kind of makes you feel old, but you're not old. So we're not even gonna talk about it. But yeah.
we're millennials. Okay, we're not old.
Yeah, at all.
Okay.
Like, so I did want to touch real quick on if y'all go to SoundCloud on Hiko or Hiko's SoundCloud, she does have a single called Hiko Party. What was
Yeah.
the inspiration of the party?
Oh my gosh. So the inspiration was behind Party is just Party. It's like, no, when I first actually heard the beat, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get on this. This is like something that's calling. And like, I know it's kind of like, bad for, not, well, it's not bad, but it's a good thing and a bad thing. But like, I'm a freestyle artist. So everything that I do, I don't write nothing down. I just freestyle. I play the music and I freestyle and I just go in and I just do the best that I can. But yeah, when it came to Party, it was just like as soon as you hear the beat, it draws you in. And it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a good beat where it's like you want to party. Like that's how I felt. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just sing about going out and having a good time. And like I said, it was just all freestyle off the top of the head. So it was like really easy for me. But Party is like my baby. Like that's like really my baby right there because I really love it. Like I'll be like grooming her. I'll be fixing her hair. I be, what I'm saying, making sure her outfit look good. I be just like, I just be making sure that she is out there and she's presented very well. So I'm so happy that you actually took the time to actually go and listen to Party. Yeah, that you made me feel real good right there.
That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. So once you actually moved to the States and everything,
Mhm.
you were listening to SWV, listening to TLC. Who is like that go-to artist? I know that you came from the house music, background, but who is that go-to artist that you would say mainly influenced your musical style today?
Mm, that's hard. Because like I think it's hard because like I'm so used to listening to myself, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like I'm so used to listening to myself. If you was to ask me, I would say me. But then like I have to have inspiration from somewhere, so I don't want to like toot my horn too much. But like back in the day, I actually listened to Whitney Houston a lot, Sade a lot of Sade. um, yeah, like TLC a lot. Aretha Franklin a lot. Very Aretha Franklin. And not to like sound crazy to go off the rocket a little bit, but Barry White. But and a lot of Leah. I could give her props. I listen to a lot of her too. But mainly like Sade. Sade, Whitney, Aretha, more of like the classics from the 90s that I listen to.
Yeah, Sade is
And
one of my personal favorites. Absolutely. I adore Sade, from
and
Bruno
I
Mars. So I can
Yeah,
relate.
and I think why I really listen to Sade is because she's different. I like my ears calls like for different and to be very authentic. So I like when I'm sad, I play Sade, I play Smooth Operator, I do all that. But yeah, like because her voice is very like it's very low, but at the same time is different. It's like she's talking to you, but she's not talking to you because she's singing. And most people won't understand that. Of course, Whitney Houston can blow, so as well as Aretha Franklin. But yeah, I'm really like back in the day, my go-to was really like the the old classics, like the icons. Oh, I can't forget Mariah Carey. Oh my gosh, if she was probably watching this, she'd be like, "Girl, how you forget me?" But yeah, Mariah Carey also. So yeah, I think Janet Jackson. See, now they're all popping up. But
Right.
yeah, like I think like back in the day, like when I first came here, like I listen to all like the classic because I like to challenge myself vocally. Like I like to challenge myself. I like to, like see if I can hit certain range. And to me, they sound real beautiful. Like every notes that they hit, every chance that they took to be different and step out of their comfort zones with everything that they do, they sound so beautiful. So those will be my go-to. I don't have a specific one, but like those are my like go-to, like all wrapped up in one.
Absolutely. Now let's go present day. I'm sensing this dark girl aesthetic, and I'm here for it. I noticed a lot of people that listen like heavy, like house, like progressive,
Mm.
electronica. There's always the other side of
Mm.
it, which would be your like your grunge, your like
Mhm.
alternative rock, screamo type. So what does it look like now as an artist? Like what would you say is more of your inspiration now as an artist?
Mm. Artist wise or just inspiration period?
Both. Let's do both.
Okay. Well, artist wise, again, like I don't think like I haven't like really been out there to listen to new grunge artists because I do grunge music too. Thank you for bringing that up. For those that didn't know, I definitely do grunge music. I haven't got to the screamo yet. I don't think I could scream. So, but inspiration for the grunge, I don't know. I'm like more of like a Paramore, Blink
Okay.
182, Nirvana, definitely Nirvana, Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix. Okay, yes, yes. Jimi Hendrix, a legend right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, like that's my inspiration when it comes to grunge music. As far as like metal, when we go to metal, I got like Slipknot, I got Korn, like I got like those are like my inspiration for that. And yeah, that's basically it. Because like again, like I said, I'm so used to just hearing myself nowadays. I typically did that to like basically get used to hearing myself. So like I listen to myself mostly, but when I am on my downtime, because like there is inspiration from somewhere, those are the artists that is inspiring to me. Oh, no doubt, you can't forget No Doubt. You can't forget No Doubt. Because I love me some Gwen Stefani. Like she is the girl. Like I love her. I love her voice. And I love her like her baby look, but she's not a baby. She's a grown woman. So that's what throws people off about her because she got that subtle girl next door baby look. But then when she opens her mouth and she actually starts singing, you're like, whoa, like this is so different. But those are my inspirations.
Yeah. And she's aged really well too, Gwen Stefani, to be in her
Mhm.
50s. She looks really good.
Yes,
Um,
that's one that did not crack. She didn't crack.
right. Brought it up. I was gonna say she's not cracked. She's doing good. So
Okay.
how would you overall describe if someone says, okay, Heiko, like describe your artistry, like what genre would you put yourself
Mm.
in, or is there no genre? Like if you could describe yourself in like 2 minutes to someone who's just meeting you off the street, what words would you say about yourself and your music?
Um, if I meet them in the street, I'm gonna just basically say, "This is me. It's fun. It's new. It's authentic. It's different. It's not nothing that you ever really heard." I know everybody heard that before, but it's honestly put in that category. And when it comes to the genre, I don't think I could put myself in one genre because I seem to do it all. So I would need a new genre. If they could do that, if I could beat the world record and make a new genre for people, individuals like me, then that's what I would do.
I like that because I feel that you are very confident in your music and in your artistry, but it doesn't
Thank
come
you.
across as arrogant. It doesn't come
Yeah.
across as arrogant. It's just saying, like, I know myself. You're like, I listen to my own music. Of course, I have influences, but I listen to me.
Yeah.
So I can definitely tell you have that tunnel vision, like, okay, there is a goal
Yeah.
at hand. We're going to get this music out there. I like that. Mm-hmm.
Very
Thank
focused.
you. Because you do meet people that are like so good, but they're too arrogant, so you can't
Yeah.
even get a word out with them. And those I like, and I'm not like that naturally, but those are the people that I stray away from. I don't know. I feel as if like You should give respect when respect is due. You should do all little things like that, because if it wasn't for certain people, you won't really have the passion to compose or to produce any music, period. So I'm just humble. Like, I'm humble as ever. But again, like you said, I know what I want and I know what I'm doing. So, but I'm just humble and lovable. I'm not the girl that you see and you're like, oh, she does this, she does that. I want to meet her. And then when you meet me, you're like, oh, should we have did that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so far from that. So far from that type of artist.
Gotta respect that for sure.
Absolutely.
Do you play any instruments or anything, or you just
Oh
vocal?
my gosh. Actually, when I was little, okay, everybody played the flute when they was younger. I don't know what they do nowadays in this school system, but back in the day, we all had a little flute in our mouth. Okay. But also, I have played the violin. I actually
Right.
had a symphony. Like I said, I kind of grew up in the Navy. My stepdad was in the Navy, so I definitely traveled a lot, and I think that's what made me equally diverse towards other people and respectable, because we're moving around every year to a 6 months. But yeah, I play the violin. I actually, that's so crazy that you said that, because I'm actually thinking about it. I'm like, whoa, like I forgot about that. I need to re-put that back on my resume. But yeah, I actually play the violin. I actually had a symphony. I did a concert. I did all that. So yeah, the violin is very easy to learn and it's very beautiful. Like, the strings is beautiful. It's kind of like to me, it's kind of like the harp. Am I saying that right? The little thing that you go like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, to me, it's just like that. So yeah, I play the violin. I'm pretty proud of myself. Thank you for bringing that up. That was a good question.
No problem.
No, what you were saying, definitely. I'm a military brat myself, so being able to be
Hmm.
diverse, have that, it does help shape who you are as a person. So
Hmm.
thanks for
It
telling
does.
us that. It
You're
does.
welcome. No, y'all, thank you for bringing that up, because that was a good question, because I would have never toot myself and said, yo, I did the violin. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
When
That was
you
definitely a beautiful question.
when you say that you had your own symphony, like you orchestrated your symphony, or you were part of an orchestra, or go into
Yeah,
elaborate on that a little bit.
I was a part of a well, for us, since we was like young and like middle school, high school. I think it was in elementary. I actually did it in elementary school, I think. That's so weird, right? Um yeah, we had our own orchestra. Like, we had it where our parents and other musicians, they came and they like basically listened to us play. But for us, it was called a symphony. I guess they try to dumb it down for the kids, so they try to like use a different word to variate what it's really is. But it was, yeah, it was a symphony. And
Wow, that's really
I
cool.
actually, I'm so sorry to cut you off. I actually did that for like I did it for like 2 or 3 years, and then I went to middle school.
So you were like a child prodigy, just violin and flute and just doing your thing. So how early
Yeah.
on did you realize that music was going to be your calling? What was it that led you to say, you know what, this is what I want to do with my life. This is my passion, my dream. We're going for it.
Well, it started when I was like young. I think in Virginia, because I live in Virginia. Virginia, where they got one of the Navy bases at, or Navy stations. But I started when I was in Virginia. It first actually started when I came to this country, and I seen that it was like opportunities for you to be heard and expressed in many ways. And one of the ways was music. And that was like a big outlet for me. Cause I was like, I was like not an emo kid, but like I was shy. So this is like me grown up right now, because if I would not be able to have this conversation with y'all years ago. Like, I was very shy. So I think, like, I don't know. I was very, very shy, a shy individual, a shy person. Like, so it was very hard for me to like come out and, express like who I was. But once I noticed that this like I said, this country had opportunities for you to express your music and express your art. That's when I started to look into it more. I started to sing. When I first opened my mouth and I sung, and I was like, yo, I can sing. That's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's weird. So, like, when I first opened my mouth when I was a little girl and I started singing, and my mom and everybody was like, oh, she sounds exactly like, you know, the artist that sung the song. That's when I knew that I could sing. This is crazy. This is a crazy question. But, like, yeah, that's, like, basically how it was. Like, that's how it played out in my life. And then ever since then, it's like, you know, I always meet people that are artistically inclined as well, that are in music. It's like always bumping into somebody like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I play this, or I'm a singer, or I'm a rapper, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm a painter also, because I paint too. So it's like, yeah, I paint too. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I just think like when I came here, it was just a calling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't explain it. It's like something hard to explain, but I can elaborate. But to break it down is very hard to explain. Like, it was just a calling. It was just like, you know what, you little girl, you got a voice on you. This should be heard. Your art should be heard. And then once I got older and I understand how to conduct myself and producing music, that's when I was like, yo, this is very easy. Like, why ain't I, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't they know about me yet? Like, you know, like, this is easy.
So what
But
did
the
you
only
do
thing
though? Like, what were the steps that you took? So you were a small child. You know, you're saying that you realized one day, like, hey, the world needs to know about what I have going on. So
yeah.
from that point to learning production, how did that, did somebody teach you like what to listen for with engineering or when it comes to studio? How did that, your first studio session, your first recording, where, when did this take place?
My first studio session was by myself, with a computer and a microphone. Like, I did it myself. That was me by myself. Like, and my brother, he raps too. So it was me and him. Like, my first song that I ever wrote, y'all, was I don't know if y'all remember, it was like back in the early 2000s. They wanted to make a theme for Dragon Ball Z. And they was like, and they was like, send in your theme song for Dragon Ball Z, and if it wins, you can be.
Yeah.
So that's when I first produced my first song. I could say my first song was that. So that's funny as hell. Excuse my language, but that's my first song, and it was like fight, fight, da da da, Dragon Ball Z, da da da. So I was like, what the hell? And I was so young, and that was like what I really wanted to do. But I was, again, like I said, I was shy. It took me a while to get on my shell, so I didn't send the song. But I had my whole family singing it, like even my little cousins. They was like, "Why did you send this song?" And I don't know if y'all remember the Mac computer back then, the little bubble computer with the bubble screen, bubble screen. Yeah, like the first Mac. So like, yeah, if I could find that computer and that hard drive, my song is on there. So that was like the first music that I ever produced it. I can say that me producing music, I did it myself for the first time with myself and my brother. Then I started to, you know, gradually get into like studios. But like, I don't know, I'm so comfortable recording myself, like engineering everything myself, producing everything by myself, that when I do get into studios, it's like that little girl comes and creep back in and she's like, no, no, no. So then I'm shy all over again. So it's just weird. It's weird.
What's good, guys? It's Pamela and Nicole from Dynasty Queens. Real quick, I'm going to give a great shout out to our sponsor, Shopify. Are you looking to start your small online business? You can go ahead and start today with Shopify. Let me tell you why. They're the leading e-commerce brand on the internet right now. It's taking it by storm. So if you're a small business, large business, whatever kind of business you have, and you have your e-commerce that you need to get going, your marketing, purchases, whatever you want to sell to your clientele, Shopify's got you covered. They do have an easy interface, guys. So if you're looking to do easy payments with clients, Just get everything off the ground, easy shopping, whatever you need to do, links, everything like that. They got you covered. It's super simple, super easy to use. So, what are y'all waiting for? Go ahead and take charge of your business today and start with Shopify. Now we got to talk about the visual arts too, girl. You did mention your anime. I see you like anime. I love anime. So we got to talk about this anime you had mentioned at the beginning. So tell us about your
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the last part.
Tell us about your anime, or if you have it into like a manga series. So tell us about what you're about.
Okay, so Michiko and Hachin, that anime right there was based off of see, one thing about me is I love anime, right? Anime fan to the max. The reason why I chose that is because us as color girls, we don't get animation where it's our skin tone and our color and our background. So when you do get something like that, they only got like a 5-second sequel and then they're gone and you're like, oh, bring them back, where they come from. Like, you know what I mean? So Michiko, she's basically fair. She's brown skinned. Even though her background is the background I found out is in Brazil, but she's like, dark skinned female. And the storyline for that, you should actually go check it out. It's the series. You'll love it. The storyline for that is she goes to jail. She fell in love with a gangster. Of course, everybody falls in love with a gangster somewhere. She falls in love with a gangster. But she goes to jail. She gets this big tattoo on her stomach. That's how they're all related to the gang. She gets out of jail. She's looking for the head leader of the gang, but she can't find him. So she found his child. So when she found his child, she went to go like steal the little girl from an orphanage, I think it was, and then it's just like a whole adventure ever since then. But Michiko Hachin is very interesting. It's very unique. Even though, like I said, her whole attitude was supposedly based off of the late singer Aaliyah, so that's what made me fall back off of the full name. But other animes that I could say that I really like, I don't know if you ever heard of Look Hill. It's like you heard about that. Nobody hears about that anime. Like, it's so freaking good. Of course, you got Naruto, but I really love Bleach. I love Bleach. Bleach is my number one. Yes, I love Bleach because of the character. What is her name? I can never pronounce her right, but that was actually my first artist name. It was gonna be Yoricho, the lady that's the cat. Yeah, the lady that's the cat, and then she grows, then like she animorphs from a cat to a human, like big boobs, all this other crazy stuff. But Bleach was one of them. My favorite, of course, everybody's gonna be like, "Girl, stop! Is that even in the anime category anymore?" My favorite is actually Sailor Moon.
She loves Sailor Moon.
Stop.
I love Sailor Moon. Oh my god!
Like, love Sailor Moon.
Okay,
I have
oh my god, really?
Tattooed on me, yeah.
I want to get the tattoo of the wand or whatever it's called. I don't know where I'm gonna place it at yet, but like Sailor Moon is like my to go. Like, nobody understands that. Like, if I'm bored, I'll watch me some Sailor Moon.
I love it. I love it. Women bonding over anime. It's just, it's incredible. If you could also, I know you kind of touched base a little bit about your painting. So what kind of art, or how would you describe your form of art? And what have you done, pieces and stuff?
Okay. That's a good question also. Y'all really testing me in here. So, I could say, like, well, when I first started drawing or doing any art, my first art was Goku from Dragon Ball Z. So like my art and my painting is more so animation. It's like animated but not animated at the same time. I don't know if that's understandable. I can also say that I paint a lot of female bodies. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But I just do it. Like, I'm not obsessed with the female body, but I mainly respect the female body and how some of them are shaped and how some of them are very well structured. So like if I could explain my paintings, I would say like it is on animation slash I don't know what's that category called when you paint people, but that too. So if I can mix them into and become some type of category or some type of explanation for my painting, that's how it would be. I wish I could show y'all one of them. Maybe I could send it to y'all after this so y'all could check it out. But like that's really what my painting is on. I actually wanted to start a clothing line off of my artwork, but I haven't got to that yet because right now my main focus is my music. But yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that was understandable.
Yes, very much so. One more part to that question as well. So if you could paint like if you could create your own artist, because it seems like you said animation, so you're more like caricature type of artist that you do, creations. But if you could create your own, like anime person or comic character, where you're like a superhero,
Yeah.
what would you be? Okay, what would your powers be? And tell us about your character. And I'm sure, based off of our conversation, I'm sure something like this has crossed your mind before. I'm sure it has.
That's why I'm like, you giving some good questions, girl. If I could, no, for real, if I could do anime, you were right, I'll do myself. Like I always wanted to be like, I always wanted to see like how I would look to be an anime character. Because some of them are very well drawn and very well detailed. So my superpowers, this is gonna sound crazy, but my superpowers would be to bless others. I don't know if that is a superpower or whatever, but I know it's very different. Y'all probably thought I was gonna probably be like ass kicking all this stuff, but no, like my for real, my superpower was actually to bless others, like the less fortunate or those that I feel that is less fortunate, even though they're not really less fortunate. You get what I'm saying? So that would be my power. If I can like walk and see somebody struggle with paying rent, I'll just like, I don't know, wave a wand or go like that, with the nose, do it like bewitched or however, or like whatever. And then like, boom, there you are, your rent's paid and you got extra money to feed your kids and do whatever you want to do. So like my superpowers actually be like to save, but in a way like to bless others. So I don't know if that sounds crazy. But
definitely like a healer type.
Yeah. I ain't gonna be a villain because if I was a villain, I don't even know how to. If I was a villain, I wouldn't even know how to like start my day. For real.
That was actually my next. This one's talking about the superpowers. I'm like villains. I'm a villain girl. I love me a good villain. Okay?
I can tell. You're giving me like a good poison. Like I don't know if you like Batman, but I love Batman. You're giving me like a good poison ivy.
Bane is my character. I'm actually going to get a tattoo of Bane on my arm eventually.
I couldn't hear you.
From Batman.
Who? Say it again.
Bane.
The
guy with the Bane.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like it's all breaking up and stuff like that. But no, you give me like poison ivy vibes. I don't know why. No, because when it came to the funny thing about it, right? When it came to only animation that I love the bad guys is Batman. I don't know why. Like I'm such a Harley Quinn fan. Like I love Harley Quinn. I love Catwoman. I love Poison Ivy. Like I'm all for the female villain in Batman. Even though like, him being a man, of course, everybody gonna drool over him. But at the end of the day, like they're still like they're like sexual female empowerment / feminist / crazy villain. So that's why I think like I don't know, like if I had to be a villain, put me in Gotham City because that's the only way how I'm gonna be a villain. I think I'll be like the villain with like the one eye, like what I got going on right now, like with the one eye, like crazy. I think I'll be related to like the Joker, like have him be like my long lost my long lost uncle, and I came back to pay revenge on Batman. Look at that. I got a sequel going already. So
I'm
yeah.
loving
I'm here for it. The creativity is off the charts because I can see that
Thank
actually,
you. Thank
I can see that
you.
for sure.
Is
Yeah.
there
Thank
do you ever like Comic Con, Comapalooza, any cosplay festivals?
Yo, I need to go. I need to go. I have not been. So far, I'm checking stuff off my bucket list and I'm proud of myself. But that's one place that I do want to go. Like my little brother, he's like, everybody in my family is like, the male part is into anime stuff. But my sister, she's on like, the girly girl level. I'm more of like the tomboy. So like, but my brother told me that he went to his first Comic Con and it was like cosplay. It was like so good. Like he wanted to like next year he wants to get into character. That's how good it is. And like it influenced him to actually wear a costume at a grown age. So I do want to go. Thank you for bringing that up. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do this summer because I want to go and I want to like actually see these people get dressed and do what it do because some of them they're so good they actually look like the animation. Like, you know what I mean? They look like if this was a movie, you put this person in here, you put this person in here, and add that person too. So, yeah, I definitely want to go. I definitely want to check that out.
That's really cool. We're getting a vibe, and see what your personality is like. I'm loving it so far. You just have like a
Thank
playful,
you.
very free spirited type of energy,
Thank
So I'm
you.
here for it. Now, another question for you. So we're talking about, villains, superheroes, stuff like that. You said that you wanted to give back if you were that superhero, to people in the world.
Mhm.
Do you have like any music, like when you write, do you come from a place of inspiration? Like, are you writing about, or do you have any songs about like world events or stuff that's happened, or is it more so about stuff that you've gone through? Or can you elaborate on some of
Mhm.
the different content that put out there?
Yeah. Well, when it comes to music, I'm gonna sound so crazy. Maybe it's the Scorpio that's in me. Like, I know some people aren't big off of astrology or horoscopes, but I kind of am because, like, I believe that it gives you a personality traits, but it's a billion of us in this world, so we're not gonna all have the same personality traits, but you are on there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel as if, like, when I produce music, actually, like I could write you. This is like you're hearing good questions. This is actually crazy because I can actually write a love song and not be in love and just be like, So I don't really want to say that, but like I think that's why like I'm more of a techno artist or EDM artist than an R&B artist because like I'm happy being alone. I don't know if anybody ever felt that way, but I'm not codependent. Like you get what I'm saying? So I'm happy being alone. But if I had to challenge myself and do an R&B song, I could, but it would be like you would probably feel it, but then you'll probably ask me questions about it, and I'll just be like, I don't know, but I have been through this before, but right now I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm single right now, so it's weird. Um, but for me to do techno music, like you said, like how you explained how I am, that's my techno music. Like you get what I'm saying?
It's like
Yeah,
feeling based.
Mm-hmm. Right.
yeah,
And you can kind of
yeah.
get yourself out of like that emotional part of it by just sticking with the
Mhm.
techno, not so much an R&B. But I've heard a lot of some of the greatest writers that we've ever had for some of our favorite love ballads. Linda somebody, is it
Mhm.
someone who wrote a lot of the greats? She's never been married, never had, children, never had a long-term relationship, but it's just the artistry. So I
Yes,
understand. Yeah.
yes, and that I think I fit with her. So
Hmm.
you hit it on the money. I'm not trying to say like I'm cold hearted. I've never been in love. I have been in love, but it's just like it's the Scorpio side. It's the little dark side that sometimes like come and creep out and be like, "Girl, if you don't get it together," and then creep back out. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's how it be like. It just be creeping on me like a spider, and then I just be like, all right, I ain't trying to get stung. So you feel me? So like I'm just. I don't know. And it's so crazy you asked that question because I was actually in a relationship for 9 years and I only produced like 4 songs for that relationship out of 9 years. You would think it would be more songs than that. Like, you know what I mean? But I only
Yeah.
produced like 4, and like 3 of them was techno and 1 of them was Afrobeat. So that's crazy that you actually asked that. Now you making me think like, that's so crazy that you asked that, because like, yeah, I was in a relationship, like I said, not to drag it, but like for 9 years, and yeah, I only came up with 4 songs for that relationship, the ups and the downs, and I was finished. I was like, you know what? I'm done writing about him. Back to the regular music. So it was just weird. And till this day, like, he still calls me. He thinks all my music is about him. And I'm like,
Oh God.
Like,
yeah,
what?
it's definitely not. Because I got this one song, it's called Unwanted, and it's like grunge music. And he's like, who are you talking about? Because you're talking mad smack on there. Are you talking about me? I'm like, no, bro. I did that music, and you was not the topic of discussion. Like, I do have, different emotions layers that I peel off sometimes, and I express it, and I put myself back together, and I'm like, okay, it's done.
Mhm.
The baby has been born. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's basically it. And I'm so happy you asked that question, because yeah, I really could write a good ass love song and not have no emotions towards whatever the song is about. And I'm happy that you can also tell me it's not a bad thing. You know?
Not a bad thing. It's a gift, actually.
Yeah.
It's a gift, because that way you could also bless other artists. You know how you mentioned
Yup.
blessing people with your abilities. If you were a superhero,
Yup.
you could actually bless other artists with that. That's a really good gift to have. You
Yeah.
removing yourself emotionally from the music that's intended for another. So
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool. I also think the range that you have, grunge, Afro beats, house,
Mhm.
techno, R&B. Girl, the range is crazy. I love it.
Thank you.
True
So
art.
I did want to ask too, as far as like with like the EDM.
Mhm.
Is it more? Do you have vocals with more most of your EDM, or do you do more kind of like progressive tracks, like where it's just instrumental, like ambient type music?
Um, I think when it comes to EDM, I'm definitely more vocal wise. As well as um screaming, not too much of a screaming, but like I do, like when it comes to EDM, I do vocals, and then I don't know what that's called, but it's the second thing that you said. I kind of heard you a little bit, but you was going in and out. So it's
Okay,
like
like
both of them. Yeah.
the ambient
Yeah.
progressive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The thing that I think I have touched every layer of techno and EBM, EDM, because like I have tried deep house techno, and it's like it's people don't understand when you hear them beats. You're like, whoa, what is this? Like, and like everybody think like once you got techno or house music, it's just same ballad, the boop 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 boop, but it's not that. Like everything is layered down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like when you hear grunge, like everybody think, oh, it's sad as rock. Like that's not it. Like it's in the category of as rock, but it's expressed differently. Just like how I feel like techno and house and EDM and deep house techno and house music itself is it's got different layers of expert, like how you can express yourself. And that's what people don't get. Like they just think like, oh, she's a techno artist, okay. She about to sound like somebody from the 90s, or she about to sound like somebody that's already out. And that's far fetched from the truth. Because it's different layers. Like if I could explain it even more better, but thank you for asking that question also. It's different layers when it comes to house music. And people don't get that. Like they just think it's just the doom, 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 doom. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? But it's but it's not that. It's so much more. Because you can actually write a good love song in it from techno if nobody knows that. Like you could do a good techno love song. And I was actually working on that. And I think that's what I'm gonna like challenge myself to do, because I'm all about the dancing, the partying, he's cute, this and that. So, but I'm gonna challenge myself to do like a love techno song, because I have done one, or like 2 or 3, but I haven't like, like got in a comfortable state of mind where it's like, this is what I could do like off the bat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna get into that.
And then what's your dream collaboration with anybody, past or present?
Of course. I don't even know that artist. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so hard for me to explain. My dream collaboration, right, girls, is back in the day, it was this artist in the 90s, and she did a house music. Oh, the lady that be like, I want the plans to say, get your booty on it and now make my day. Yeah, I would want to do it. Yes, okay. I would want to do it. Hold on, wait, I can't hear you.
I think it was Robin S. that did that one too.
Yeah, yep. Yes, it is. It is Robin S. And that's so crazy because I was looking at it last night on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, gotta share this one. But yeah, I would love to do music. I don't care if she's in the wheelchair. Bring that mic over here, like. Yes, put some vocals on it. I would love to work with her. Nobody even knows. Like, if you listen to her, I don't even know how many songs she did. She did quite a few, but not a lot that's known, but that one song. Now, unless if you are a house or EDM regular, but yeah, she has done a lot of vocaling. Okay, yes. So I would love to work with her so bad. Other person that I would love to work with that also, another icon, I would love to work with Whitney Houston because she challenges you. When you're in the booth, she challenges you. She's like, I remember I used to watch her and Brandy when they was very close. Like, they still are close, but you know what I'm saying. I used to watch her and Brandy actually like challenge each other vocal wise. And I think ever since that teaching happened, it actually stuck with Brandy because I also watched Brandy work with other artists and she likes to challenge them, but it's like a friendly challenge. It's not like a competition challenge. But yeah, Whitney Houston is definitely one of them. I don't know. I just like to work with all the old artists from the 90s. Real talk. New artists that do house music, I wouldn't want to work with artists. I would want to work with DJs. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I would rather work with DJs nowadays when it comes to house music in this generation and this era that we're in, because it's so much easier for you to produce something that's really, really good, and you get it heard. But artists wise, girl, I'm old school. Take me back. Like that's all. Like artists wise. But when it comes to the new era, DJs, I'm sorry, I would love to work with DJs.
We got to tap on the DJs. I live in Vegas, so all the DJs are on the strip.
Yes, and I hope we keep in touch. Like this, not the last of it all.
No, we're gonna keep in touch. For sure. I have to ask. I need you to give us a sample of something. It can be, of course, one of your original pieces. I don't care what so-called genre it is. We gotta hear the vocals.
Oh my gosh, I just knew that was gonna come up. You don't even know, like I'm cringing right now. I'm so cringing to do this. Like that's when the little girl comes in and she comes back in when she's like, no, they didn't just put me on the spot. I don't even have no songs in mind right now. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my gosh. If I have to do this later, I would do this later for y'all. But I have no songs in mind right now. My palms are like sweating like mom spaghettis. For real.
Girl, you are gifted. We got your back. We just want the fans to hear a little snippet of something.
Okay. I could do a little Sam Cooke for y'all, just a little verse, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
This is crazy. I'm trying to get it out.
We love Sam Cooke over here, baby. That's for real OG throwback.
Okay. All right, here it goes. I was born by the river, down in the I don't even know the words.
You
We
good to
love
go?
you keep on.
But I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. That's all
Yes.
I got. I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
definitely
That
don't know.
is not.
Also,
Yes.
listen. How about we do this? How about y'all come to Philadelphia and y'all come
Mhm.
to see one of my performances? And how about that?
I
Then
would
that'll be
love
even more
that.
lit. Cause I feel so bad because like I'm like so shy. And I told y'all that's when the little girl creeps in and she's like, and I'm so happy that I'm actually going through this process with y'all. And I'm happy that I'm able to, learn because y'all my first podcast that I ever done so far since I've been working on my music. So yeah, I'm happy and I'm learning. So maybe
Right.
like next time I'll be better prepared and not all shy to sing because I knew it was gonna come, but I was like, hopefully it doesn't come. My stomach started bubbling like
Well, guess what? We are going to be in Philly. I don't know when you have another show, but we would love to, if it just so happens, do like a little vlog or like, kind of like a update. It maybe won't so
okay.
much be like an episode form, but it'll be like a vlog of us coming to see you and something. I think that'd be really
Okay,
cool. Really
yeah.
cool. So you're one of those
Yeah.
artists who, once you hit the stage, you just turn it on, almost like you're Sasha Fierce. Is that
Yeah.
how you would describe it?
Yeah. Yeah.
When
It's
does the
like
transition
once
happen?
I can't hear you.
When does that transition happen? Like, I know a lot of artists say the same thing. They have that little shy person inside of them. And then as soon as, you hit the stage, it's like, bam. I can relate to that too, being in media and stuff. I
Okay.
don't know if you can. You just got to kind of like turn it on. But
Turn
when does
on,
that
yeah.
moment happen for you? Like when you're walking on stage, you just rock out. Like, how does
I
that
think
transition or what do you do to
okay.
prepare for that transition?
So it goes like it's not like I'm gonna try to explain it the best way that I can. It's not like a switch, it's like a surge. I think I'm saying the right word. Like when you touch something and you get electrocuted real quick. So it's like that. So like it's like your hair, right? And then you get on stage and then it's just like zap. And you're just like, it's like, it's like
Power!
it's a
I got
superpower.
power. That's
It's
another one back in the day.
okay. It's definitely a superpower, and it's definitely something that just hits you, and it's like it's a high. Nobody wants to tell the truth, but it's really a high. Like when you're on stage, it's like a high. It's like these people are here to see you. I'm not with that worship stuff, but these people are here to see you, and it's just like a major high that you get, and it feels so good. Like it's better than sex to everybody, to some people, and it's better than drugs. So it's a high.
That sounds amazing, girl.
I did want to ask one quick question. We talked about DJs earlier. What would be your top 3 DJs right now that you would want to work with?
That's a good question. I really don't have any like new DJs in mind, but I have certain DJs that's in the Philadelphia area that I would like to work with. I would like to I would actually like to work with DJ Dean. He's very, very good. He's a young boy, but he's very, very good. Who else? I forgot her name, DJ Sana or something like that. She's Charlie's Baltimore daughter actually, and she's a DJ. So I would like to work with her. Yeah, I have to like really touch base. I would like to work with you actually if you're really into the DJ. I would like to get in the Las Vegas scene and see what's going on over there. DJ Techno, that's who I like to work with.
Like EDM. We do like all the festivals of EDCs out here twice a year. So like it's hot out here
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
Oh my
For
gosh,
sure.
I definitely would like to come down there and check it out. It seems fun with all the showgirls stuff.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
seems fun.
energy all the time. So you would fit right on in, girl.
For
Okay.
sure, for sure. We love it. We just have really enjoyed your presence here on our platform. I just love just
Oh,
how versatile you are as an individual, like the range. We like cultured people. You're cultured, you know your stuff. I mean, everything from the different artists. Then you randomly came up with Sam Cooke. I love it. I'm the same type of way.
thank
Like I
you.
feel people who can appreciate all type of music and all types of different
Yeah,
genres and
all
just
type
sing.
of
Yeah, I love it.
all type of
People.
different. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy and I'm so blessed. This is God's way of showing me that I'm on the right track. I'm so happy that to be invited on this platform and to share this platform as well. I think it was a very beautiful thing. Y'all definitely don't stop what y'all doing with y'all productions. It's very interesting, and y'all got two beautiful ladies, two beautiful hosts. With crazy, crazy good questions. Cause y'all had me like, whoa, like did they really just ask that right now? But it was so good. Like it was so good. And that gives the viewers, that gives the viewer the wanting to watch it more, to listen to it, and to actually some other artists to be a part of it. So I'm so
Right.
thankful for y'all.
Thank you so much. We definitely
You're
appreciate
welcome.
your energy. So,
They will
You're
under meeting a
welcome.
fellow Sailor Moon sister as well. Like you just don't understand. Like Nia will tell you, you just don't understand. Like
Oh,
that
you
just
can't forget Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls. Power-
yes, love pop.
Right now,
yeah.
right now, I can say I'll be like Buttercup. I'm such a Buttercup right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Buttercup, yes. Well,
Okay.
once again, just thank you so much for coming on Dynasty Queens. Like, we just
You're
can't
welcome.
thank you so much. Like I said, the energy, everything you're giving, girl. And I know that your career is gonna rock out. You're gonna do your thing, and we're gonna see your name all over everything in a positive way. You're gonna, make record breaking music and just, show the world what you got. So we're here. We got you
Oh,
in our
thank you.
for
So we
sure.
can we can
Where where are your socials? Like, what are your socials where people can reach you?
Okay, so right now as the only social media platform that I'm on is Instagram. And it's Black Lipstick, of course, BLKSCSSTICKK. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not nowhere else but Instagram. Music, you can find me. Only place my music is on is SoundCloud, and the link is in my bio. But otherwise than that, if you find something else out there with my photos and anything else, that's the fraud. You can report that because I'm only on
Okay,
Instagram.
gotcha. Well, once again, you guys, we're just bringing y'all these talented, trailblazing women. I mean, man, this is some good stuff, right, Pam? It was some great stuff. So, you guys, in closing, your girl Nia J, and then my wonderful best friend.
Pamela Nicole.
And until next time, this has been Dynasty Queens. Peace.